Hey everyone, Tyler here. So I want to talk about a subject today that's really near and dear to my heart and something I think is really important for other people as well, and that's foreign music. So here in the United States, it's very common for the top 40 to be basically American music and with some exceptions, foreign music, predominantly music from the UK. Now, that's not to say that we don't have music from other countries on our charts. That's certainly not the case, but they are definitely the exception rather than the rule. Now, the UK is kind of an exception to that exception. They have a lot of artists on our charts pretty often, but that's kind of one country aside from the United States where music is relatively popular from. And, so I kind of making these videos this past week. My videos about Thonic. You should totally check them out on my page. Talk a lot about their music as well as their politics. It got me thinking, and I thought to myself, well, I don't really know much about Taiwan, which is where they're from. And looking into them and listening to their music and finding out more about them made me want to actually look up information about on Taiwan and see what's going on there. It's a place that I didn't know as much about as I would have liked. So it was a really informative and interesting experience for me to go and take that step and do that. So I was really glad that that band had kind of introduced me to that. Now I listen to a lot of music from Scandinavia. That's no secret. Anybody who's a metalhead is probably going to listen to a lot of Scandinavian bands. It kind of comes with the territory. You can't get away from it. However, that being said, I also enjoy music from a lot of other places, whether it be from Central or South America or from other places in Europe or Asia. There's a whole host of music that people in America are just not used to listen to. And that's okay. It's okay to not necessarily know all about other countries' music right away. There are cultural instruments and there are all kinds of things that go on in other countries' music that we just don't know about. But I will say, it's incredibly interesting to get to find out about it. Maybe you'll be introduced to a kind of scale that you hadn't heard before and it really hits your ear right. Or maybe you'll hear an instrument that you really like and say, hey, I'd love to learn to play that. For me, it's for the longest time I've wanted to learn to play bagpipes. I just haven't gotten quite around to it yet. Well, I'll talk more about other instruments in a later video, but I just want to say that I think it's really interesting to listen to music from other places because a lot of times it'll defy expectations. And sometimes it'll even be more familiar than you'd expect, which to me is really interesting to see the kind of influence that other countries have on other countries' music. So I challenge you to go out and listen to a band that either is from a foreign country or sings in a foreign language, or both. One of my favorite bands is a group called Calle 13, and they are from Puerto Rico. They're an excellent reggaeton group, and I got into listening to them when I was listening to some other hip hop. And one of my roommates at the time was originally from Puerto Rico. He told me I should give them a listen, and I really enjoyed their music. Very interesting aesthetic. I really enjoy their lyrics and everything. So it was a really great experience for me because I branched out a little bit and listened to something that I wouldn't normally have listened to. So I hope that all of you will take my challenge and you will go listen to something that you haven't listened to before. And in the meantime, tell me below in the comments, is there music that you already listened to that's not from the United States to the UK? What is it? What language is it in? Where is it from? And what draws you to it? Let me know and maybe I'll feature that artist in an upcoming video. So I hope you guys all think about that and try and branch out of your comfort zone a little bit. So for now, everybody take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.